Matt Patricia and Joe Judge split the offensive play calling duties for New England. This, of course, adds a new wrinkle to what has been a hot-button topic surrounding the Patriots all off-season. Who's going to call the plays? Who's going to run the offense? After the game, Bill Belichick was asked about the benefit of using multiple play callers, and as you might expect, he didn't have much to say. So that clears it up, huh, Tim?
I love it. I mean, I know Mike was talking earlier about the great opportunities Bill gives guys. It's cute that there's a fairness fairy in New England now that's giving everyone a chance to call plays and be an offensive coordinator. Look, the reality is I think it's important for, a quarterback to understand what a play caller is trying to do when a play comes in. Like there's a reason. Like just because a coach calls a shot play down the field doesn't mean he wants you to take the shot. Like there might be another reason why he's calling that play. And so I think ultimately when there's a great relationship between play caller and quarterback, offenses operate better because we say, hey, the quarterback's an extension of the coaching staff out on the field. Well, it's because he's seeing the game the same way that the play caller is. And I just think that it's a challenge. I'm not saying it can't work. I think we're giving New England the benefit of the doubt because of Bill Belichick's track record of success. But I think ultimately it's hard when you're not seeing the game the same exact way as the play caller.
Guys, in my next lifetime, I want to come back as an athletically deficient backup quarterback that can complain about pass protection, not having the same guy in my ear. I mean, things just have to go, you got to go through life. Things have to be perfect. How about developing your coaching staff? And this is the time to do it. We have a month to get ready, and Bill Belichick will get this all ironed out, Tim. As Aaron Rodgers once said, just relax. And in all seriousness, like, how else are you supposed to get guys reps? Maybe it's Matt Patricia. Maybe it's Joe Judge. This is the time and the place to do it. And I do trust Bill Belichick. He has developed coaches for the better part of 25 years and done it at a really high level.
And you were saying, look, I mean, it's not, when the season starts, it's not going to be alternating play callers, right? It has to be just one.
That's exactly right. But it is a collaborative effort, as we all know, in terms of putting the game plan together. Obviously, Matt Patricia is going to handle the run game and the protections, and Joe Judge is going to handle the passing concepts. So that's pretty normal. And there will be one voice in Mac Jones's ear, and they have 30 days to figure that out.
Yeah, hey, listen, Mike, you don't have to worry about coming back unathletic. You already are.
No,
you got that under control, Mike. Like, you have unathletic on lockdown, Tannenbaum. Like, you don't have to ask for that. Like, are you kidding me? Like,
I would like to get this conversation back on track. As much as you can keep running this, but I want to hear what Chris Canty has to say while we keep watching that. Chris, what do you think about what's going on in New England?
No, I think Mike and Tim are making some great points, and both things can be true. When you start to look at play calling, it's more art than science, and a part of the learning curve that Matt Patricia is going through is figuring out exactly what Mac Jones does well and what he's comfortable with. So when it comes to the sequencing of plays, that's the part where we want to see Matt Patricia evolve as far as a play caller and make sure that he can be sharpened up and ready to go for the regular season, because I do agree with Mike Tannenbaum. Just like you develop your players, you can develop your coaches as well, and that's what Bill Belichick has become known for in his 20 years tenure as the New England Patriots head coach. So I think this will all get worked out. I'm not as concerned as Tim Hasselbeck seems to be. I think Bill Belichick has earned that benefit of the doubt.
Jeremy, what are you hearing?
I don't know how I'm going to follow this, but basically,
fire off insults.
Right. I talked to somebody in the know. They said that short term there are going to be some growing pains here because they're transitioning from Josh McDaniel's system that had a lot of Tom Brady friendly language in it all those years. They're trying to streamline things. So long term, over the course of the season, they believe the offense will be easier to handle. Right now, a little bit of transition. You're seeing that in training camp with some issues with the offensive line. They're hoping over time that this gets sorted out.
Yeah, and it's also worth noting, these guys aren't all new to each other. Judge and Patricia are pretty close friends who've worked together on Belichick's staff in the past. So it's probably going smoother than we think. Hopefully for the Patriots' sake, it's going smoother than we think.